Now, I mean, Kyle has got that. The rat was funny. Kyle has got a lot to say.
Now tell me
Uh,
what does she have? I know she was on Amazon Live, but tell me what is a lot to say? What does she have?
And
What?
LVP has a lot to say lately too. Well, they're asking Kyle who has hurt her the most over the years. We had a problem with Carlton, the witchy poo. She's had a lot of ups and downs, LVP. She says last year, Sutton and Dorito have hurt her the most, that she was going through a lot with Mo, the end of her marriage of 27 years, and isn't really sure why Sutton had to bring that onto the show and kept insisting for answers. I mean, Sutton is a sleuth. She wanted answers about Mr. Girardi. And she said Dorito is right up there, that never in all her time has she taken a personal text off air and brought it onto the show. And that Dorito bringing this onto the show, the text that she sent her, was very hurtful. And
It's
her and Dorito have sat down at Sutton's party, surrealism party, but things are not okay with her and Dorito. We have a season here where Dorito's going to be a main part of this season, going through a separation and fighting with Kyle. This is what Dorito wanted for years.
Look, I think that Kyle probably misjudged that Dorito will do anything, I think, at this point to stay on this show, right? And there's a lot coming out about Dorito. A lot.
Like
Your
what?
friend, well, your friend Kyle, your friend Ronald Richards. I'm probably also blocked by him.
Yeah, he
He
don't
does
like
not like.
you.
No, he doesn't like me. I wanted to ask him about his ex-wife on the show, and when he came on my show, and he had a very big problem with that. His ex-wife is married to oh, who's Mnuchin there, the old treasury guy with
Well, did
Underdog.
he tell you not to bring it up? And did you bring it up?
No, he didn't tell me prior. I brought it up.
No.
I said, "What do you think of your ex-wife out with Mnuchin, living the life and in the private jets, tagging all her designer goods when the world is struggling?" But he did not care for that. Anyhow, enough about me.
Ronald, I didn't do it. I'm on your
Enough
good
about
side.
me.
I like you, Ronald Richards. Do not hold anything that this wild Sarah does against me.
Well, also,
Go
I do
on.
think, I'm sorry, I think Ronald Richards and his wife would like to be cast on reality TV because they bought Erica Jane's earrings. I mean, give me a break. That is so thirsty. So, anyhow, Ronald Richards has put out, though, he's a lawyer, he's a very good lawyer, a whole summary on the debt that PK and Dorit have with their Encino home. They purchased this Encino home for like 6.25 million 5 or 6 years ago. They have mortgaged, remortgaged, leveraged they still have like a 5.9 million mortgage on it. Ronald broke down their payments. They have to at least be making $27,000 a month payments. And basically what he's alluding to is that this is the tip of the iceberg for their major financial issues. I mean, you know this. You know how much income you got to be generating for your
Oh,
mortgage
I
to
know,
be
honey.
27,000 a month. I mean, you got
Oh,
to
I
be
know, honey.
that's
Trust.
Sutton. That's Sutton money, right? You got
Yeah.
to be having 300K a month in income, but maybe not that high, but let's say 200.
Maybe not that high, but it's high.
Okay, one.
Trust
Okay,
me, darling.
you got
It's
to have
high.
125,000, 150,000 a month in income. You think PK and Dorit are pulling that?
If they sell this house, they will literally walk away with like $100,000. I mean, if there's like $5 million on it, was worth six. They sell it for seven. Okay, they'll walk away with 300,000, 200,000. Yeah, I'm listen. I have been saying this. Thank you, Ronald Richards. I'm sorry that you do not care for my co-host. I love you. I would love to have you back on the podcast. I think you're wonderful. I think you're a great lawyer. I loved having you on the podcast before. Thank you, Ronald Richards, because I have been saying this for years that I don't understand Dorit and PK's finances. Speaking of people who blocked me, last time we talked about Ariana and the rat, I couldn't think of who else. PK has blocked me because I was once
Oh,
on a podcast and they asked me on the podcast, who do you think is the next one to have a major financial breakdown in Bravo? This was like 4 years ago. And I said PK and Dorit. And Mr. Kemsley slipped into my DMs the way Kelly Dodd does and told me to fuck off. Shockingly, she hasn't blocked me. And PK blocked me. Well, thank you, Ronald Richards, 4 years later for saying what I've been saying. Yeah, I don't think they have any money. I think it's all leveraged. I don't stop wearing your outfits, Dorit. Sell your shit. Girl, live within your means. But Kyle has a lot to say. Yeah, she's got a lot to say, Kyle, about the new season. No clue if we're going to see Morgan. I mean, where has Morgan been? She's out on tour with a lot of more set. Kyle, no one's talking about Morgan anymore. I think, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
think
this
Kyle
is
may
what
not be having her lesbian sex anymore, girl. The rat that you just talked about is asking. I think Kyle is heading into a celibate phase here. It's over. There's no more sleeping with Morgan. That's a nice 29-year-old piece of ass she got. I think it's over. Sarah's laughing,
still
but
on. I think it's still on.
you do. Okay.
Look, Kyle and Mo and that whole crew are media geniuses. What better than to take a pause? Take a pause. Morgan's probably working on music, spending time with family, doing some. I think they're hopping on FaceTime and still having a good session. I don't think anything has
Okay.
changed. I think they're good at, let's just, they're great, right? Space out all the drama. Right now, it's about PK and Dorit. And I think Kyle's smart enough to know, like, all press is great. Like, let it play out. Let PK and Dorit, the heat come on them for a while, come off of Kyle and Mo. Mo, we know, has moved out, got a gorgeous West Hollywood apartment. We love Mauricio. We met him at Homeless Not Toothless and wanted to smoke a joint with him. He was not interested, but we shout out to Mo. We love our Mo. He's very handsome in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I like a fine.
I love the building he has moved into. I'm sure he didn't buy it. I think he's just squatting there because he's selling the apartments. I think he's able to like live in one until it sells. That's what I think.
What a deal. So
Yeah.
I think she's great. I even saw Kyle's Amazon Live recently, and she said, people were like, "Are you back? Are you coming back?" No, we know she's back because they're filming. But she really said, "Well, I don't know. I can never make a decision. When I do decide to leave, it's going to be so hard. This show has been so pivotal." I mean, do you think she's giving us clues that maybe this is the final season for Kyle?
I don't buy it.
Oh,
I just don't buy it. It's like $1 million and like, why would you leave? I think Kyle loves the spotlight. I think she fucking loves it. I don't buy it. I really don't buy it, to be honest with you. I don't think she's ever going to leave. Mind you, what I do love is Lisa Rinna. I love now that Dorit, and we'll get into LVP's comments
Rina!
about Dorit. Rinna, I have said it before. I've always loved Rinna. I've never wavered from that. I
Come on.
love Melrose Place. I'm sorry. I think Rinna's reminding the whole world that she's really just fine